Hi students, welcome back to our lectures on conservative force and non-conservative force. So, conservative force we can be explained with the help of the example. So, suppose there is an one particle at a point A, and that particle move from A to the B, but along the path 1. If it is moved from A to the B, then the total work done along this, when it moves from A to the B, so work done is equal to integration from A to the B F into dr. Now if the particle move from the A to the B but along the path second, then work done is the same equation, work done, but it is equal to integration limit A to the B W2 is equal to F dot dr, but it is an along the path 2, so there is an W2. Now suppose that a definition of the conservative force. Now force is said to be the conservative force if work done by the force in moving the body between the any two points is independent on the path followed by the body. A force is said to be the conservative force if work done by that force in moving the body between the any 2 points is independent on the path followed by the body. Or it is also defined as a force is said to be the conservative force if the work done by the force moving the body from one point to the another point, which is independent on the path followed by the body, is called as a conservative force. Now, if there is an initial and a final state is the same for both work done, and it is independent on the path followed by the body, then these two work done must be equal. It should be remember condition is there, initial and its a final state must be the same for both work done, and it is independent on the path. So this work done must be equal. So W1 is equal to W2. Now we consider if the particle move from point A to the B along to the path 1, but it comes back from B to the A along to the path second, then work done on the particle must be equal to, that is the work done over the closed path, because it is moved from A to the B first. This is your work done, that is your initial, you have determined work done W1, but now it moved from B to the A instead of the A to the B. So the work done from the A to the B and B to the A. Now initial work done A to the B is the same as in your earlier equation, that is work done W1 is equal to A to the B F of dr. Now work done from B to the A is now can be considered W2 dash. And you have to taking the integration from now B to the A. Now B is an your initial point and A is an final point. So we got the B to the A F of dr. Now you consider total work done in a round trip journey or the your closed loop, that is equal to summation of the two work done W1 plus W2 dash. But work done along the path 2 from A to the B and B to the A is an equal. Work done along to the path second, it's the initial and final, that is in between the two paths, 2 points. The 2 point is the same, so work done must be the equal. So it can be written as W2 is equal to W2 dash. Now negative sign is here only due to the direction of the displacement is an exactly opposite. So there is a negative sign, work done is in a opposite direction. So you write the W2 is equal to W2 dash, but it is a or negative. So can we write the equation for the total work done in a round trip journey becomes W1 W2 dash is replaced by the W2, that is near the negative sign. So we got the W1 minus W2. So work done is equal to W1 minus W2. Now according to the conservative force, force is said to be the conservative if the work done of the particle from the one point to the another point independent of the path followed by the particle. So W1 is equal to W2. Both work done depends because the initial and final state is same. So these equations becomes equal to the 0. So work done is equal to 0. So once again we say that force is said to be the conservative force if the work done over the closed loop or closed path must be equal to 0. Now this is another condition for the conservative force. Means it can be defined if the work done over the closed path is equal to 0, then that force must be equal to the 0. Force is said to be the conservative force. So force is conservative force when work done is 0 over the closed path. Now work done by the conservative force shows some properties, and that properties is it can always expressed as the difference between initial and final value of the potential energy function. Now this work done is nothing but the potential energy difference between its initial and final state. Work done is a function of the potential at the point A and B, that is initial and final state. Now this work done is must be the reversible. If a process is reversible, then force is a conservative. It is the independence on the path followed by the body and it depends on its initial and final state point. If the starting and ending point is same, then work done is 0. That is your work done over the closed path must be equal to 0. Now example of the conservative force is a gravitational force, Coulomb's force, electrostatic, that is Coulomb's electrostatic force. These are the example of the conservative force. We say the force is a conservative force. So we are asking sometimes to show that the gravitational force is a conservative force. So should we prove it the gravitational force is a conservative force? For that purpose we consider capital M is the mass of the body which is placed at the origin of the coordinate axis. And suppose there is a small mass M move from point A to the B along to the path 1. Now this motion of the body is under the influence of the gravitational force, and that gravitational force is due to your heavy mass body, that is a capital M. So force exerted on the mass M is due to this force. So work done by the gravitational force on moving the body through the small displacement ds is given the basic equation work done is equal to force into displacement. This is for small displacement. So you got F dot ds cos theta. This is dot product. So this is a small displacement particle move. Suppose this is an theta and this is an over the dr, that is small dr. You can use the ds cos theta is equal to dr upon ds. Cos theta is equal to dr upon ds. So ds cos theta is equal to dr. From this equation we got the relation between ds cos theta and dr. So we got the ds cos theta is equal to dr. So we can write dw is equal to f into dr. So we got the work done is equal to f into dr. Now the gravitational force is one of the important formula, that is a famous formula, that is gravitational force F is equal to gmm upon r square. So this is the gravitational force in between the two mass m and m. G is an proportional constant, that is called as gravitational constant, and R is an the distance between the two bodies. Hence, work done now becomes, in our case, work done is equal to F is replaced in earlier article, that is Gmm upon R square into dr. Now G is a gravitational constant, it is a constant. M is the mass of your heavy body, it is also constant. Small m is an also mass of the body, it is a constant. R is the distance between them, it is an vary with respect to the your distance between these two arms. So total work done when particle move from A to the B. Total work done from particle move from A to the B is determined by using the integration. Integration is this over the dw from A to the B. So you can be write this A to the B. So there is an RA and RB. You should be there. RA is a position vector of the point A and RB is the position vector of the point B. So we got this equation. RA to the RB, this is your integration limit, Gmm upon R square, so Gmm is taken constant outside, so 1 upon R square here. Now 1 upon R square, that is the integration of the 1 upon x square, is becomes the x raised to minus 1 divided by minus 1. So you got the 1 upon R square is nothing but minus 1 upon R. This is your integration value. Integration of the 1 upon R square is this, minus 1 upon R. There is a limit, there is a RA to the RB, that is integration limit. So we got there minus, so there is a minus RB minus 1 upon RA. If you writing the inserting this minus sign inside the bracket, so we got the 1 upon RA minus 1 upon RB. You should be remember here. So upper limit is an RB, so we got the 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA. But negative sign, this is already negative sign, it should be the right inside, so you got the 1 upon RA minus 1 upon RB. Now if you consider similarly work done in moving the body from point B to the A along the path taken, then work done is equal to this. So only there is a changes to your initial and final state. Means now there is a B is initial state and A is a final state. So your integration is a value, that is a RB to the RA. Everything is same. So everything Gmm is constant, 1 upon R square minus 1 upon R. Here is an RB and here is an RA in the second case. So we got the equation 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA. So the total work done over the closed path or closed loop, that is total work done moved from A to the B and B to the A is this. W is equal to Gmm 1 upon, this is first term, that is work done from point A to the B, and this is the second, that is work done moved from B to the A, and it is modified it and you have to rearrange terms. So we got Gmm 1 upon this is must be equal to the 0. So 0 is multiplied to this, so it is become 0. Means work done over the closed path must be equal to 0. So work done by the gravitational force is 0 over the closed path. So your gravitational force must be the conservative force. Thus work done in moving the body over the closed path under the influence of the gravitational force along the closed path is 0. So gravitational force is an conservative force. Now next is the non-conservative force. If there is a conservative force, there is another part is the non-conservative force. Non-conservative force is nothing but force is said to be the non-conservative force if work done by the force on particle that moves from one point to the another point, but now depends on the path followed by the particle. Now in this case your work done depends on the path followed by the particle. In a conservative force it is not depends upon path followed by the particle, but in this case depends upon the path followed by the particle. It can be defined alternate definition: work done by the force on body moving over the closed path or any round trip journey is non-zero. In case of the conservative force, work done over the closed path is equal to 0. But in non-conservative force, work done over the closed path or any round trip journey is not equal to 0, it is non-zero, then that force is called as a non-conservative force. You should be remember, non-conservative is nothing but work done depends on the path followed by the particles, or work done over the closed path is non-zero. So we consider there is a one block having the mass m, which is at a rest at on the rough horizontal surface at a point A, and suppose that your initial block move from point A to the B. Now during this motion there is a force is acting on this block in this direction towards to the right. At the same time there is a frictional force is acting, but that frictional force is in exactly opposite direction. When you are to the car is driving or any vehicle you have to driving, so there is an here will be the opposite to your motion. So here is an your the now frictional force, opposition force. So here is a frictional force which acts exactly opposite to the direction of your motion of the block. So the applied force is towards to the right. So your block is moved towards to the right, but frictional force is towards to the left. So work done due to the frictional force we have to determine now. Now there is a normal force between this block and the surface. So this normal force is in upward direction. So there is a weight of the body acting in downward direction. Exactly in opposite. So this normal force and weight is cancel to each other. That is n is equal to mg. So there is no displacement in this direction. But now we consider mu is a coefficient of the frictional force between the block and the tip. So the force of friction, that is the frictional force, is equal to mu into mg for that block. Mu is a coefficient of the frictional force. Mg is the weight of the block in a downward direction. So frictional force depends upon the weight of your block or object. If weight is increases, a frictional force is increased. If there is a weight is increases, you should be required the greater force to displace the object. So due to the frictional force is great. So you got the frictional force is equal to mu into mg. Suppose there is a S is a displacement towards to the right from A to the B. This is the distance, suppose the S. Then work done by the frictional force. Now we should be remember here, we should be determine the work done due to the frictional force. Your block is moved from point A to the B through the distance S. This is due to the your applied force, but you should be determine the work done due to the frictional force. So work done due to frictional force is equal to basic formula, work done is equal to force into displacement. Force is a mu mg, S is a displacement. So we got the mu mg. Now there is a negative sign. Negative sign is introduced here because the direction of the frictional force is towards to the left and the direction of displacement towards to the right. So displacement and frictional force is exactly in opposite direction. So work done is also negative. So negative sign is the displacement and your frictional force is in exactly in opposite direction. So you got. Now similarly, when your block move from the point B to the A, means your block move from B to the A now. Now your frictional force is towards to the right in this direction, but your block move from to the B to the A towards to the left direction. So work done is equal to W2 is equal to minus mu mgs, because frictional force and displacement exactly opposite, so there is a negative sign. In this case also there is a normal force and weight will be the cancel to each other. So W2 is equal to minus mu mg into S. So total work done by the frictional force in a round trip journey, that is it moved from A to the B and once again it goes from the B to the A. So the total work done by the frictional force in a round trip journey, summation of these two work done, W1 plus W2 is equal to total work done. Now W1 is a minus mu mgs, W2 is a minus mu mgs, If you have to use this mathematically, so you got the minus twice mu mg S. Minus twice mu mg into S. So the total work done in a round trip journey or over the closed path by the frictional force is not equal to 0. In our earlier article, that is due to the conservative force, work done on the round trip journey, it is equal to 0. In this case, it is not equal to 0. If it is non-zero, then it is said to be the non-conservative force. Now force is said to be non-conservative because there is no zero work done. So this is about the non-conservative force. So frictional force is always a non-conservative force. So today we are learned that is the conservative force and non-conservative force. Conservative force can be defined as the work done by the force is independent on the path followed by the particle but depends upon its initial and final state. And non-conservative force, the work done by that force depends upon the path followed by the particle. So this is the difference between the conservative and a non-conservative force. So should we remember it, conservative force and a non-conservative force? Thank you.